Jonathan and Barbara Weiner have been married for nearly 15 years. They have 2 children, Gary, aged 11, and Debbie, 9. During the last couple of years, Jonathan and Barbara haven't been very happy. They argue all the time. Barbara's sister advised them to go to a marriage counselor. A marriage counselor helps married couples to talk about their problems and to solve them, if possible. Sometimes Jonathan and Barbara meet with the counselor separately, and other times they meet with her together. This is Jonathan and Barbara's 3rd session with Dr. Joyce Sisters, the counselor.
Oh, come in, Barbara. Have a seat. Didn't Jonathan come?
Yes, he's waiting outside. He didn't want to come this week, but, well, I persuaded him to come.
I see. How have things been going?
Oh, about the same. We still seem to have fights all the time.
What do you fight about?
What don't we fight about, you mean? We fight about everything. He's so inconsiderate.
How so?
Well, I'll give you an example. You know, when the children started school, I wanted to go back to teaching again, so I got a job. Well, anyway, by the time I've picked Gary and Debbie up at my sister's house, she picks them up at school, I only get home about half an hour before Jonathan.
Yes?
Well, when he gets home, he expects me to run around and get dinner on the table. He never does anything in the house. And last Friday, he invited 3 of his friends to come over for a drink. He didn't tell me to expect them. I don't think that's right, do you?
Barbara, I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm here to listen.
I'm sorry. And he's so messy. He's worse than the kids. I always have to remind him to pick up his clothes. He just throws them on the floor. After all, I'm not his mother, and I have my own career. Actually, I think that's part of the trouble. You see, I make more money than he does.
Jonathan, I'm so glad you could come.
Hello, Dr. Sisters. Well, I'll be honest. Barbara had to force me to come, really.
Does it embarrass you to talk about your problems?
Yes, it does. But I guess we need to talk to somebody.
Barbara feels that you resent her job.
I don't know. I'd like her to stay home, but she's very smart. So really, I encouraged her to go back to work. With the kids in school, she needs something to do, and I suppose we need the money.
How do you share the housework?
I try to help. I always help her with the dishes, and I help Gary and Debbie to do their homework while she makes dinner, but she doesn't think that's enough. What do you think?
I'm not here to give an opinion, Jonathan.
I think we're both too tired, that's all. In the evenings, we're both too tired to talk. And Barbara, she never allows me to suggest anything about the house or about the kids. We always have the same arguments. She has her own opinions, and that's it. Last night, we had another fight. She's forbidden the kids to ride their bikes to school.
Why?
She thinks they're too young to ride in traffic. But then she always complains about picking them up at her sister's. I mean, they can't be tied to their mother's apron strings all their lives, can they?